Got it, got it, got it. Welcome to this week's training call. So we like to meet up here once a week and go over a few items, things that I'm working on. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. I can't do that. Trying to get all the systems up and running. So I thought I would really embark a little bit on my journey, what I did to get started in real estate investing. I get asked all the time, so how did you start, Joanna? Or what have you done? Or what did you? And that's actually how I got started into mentoring. It's because so many people ask me, Joanna, what do you do? How do you do it? Teach me. And so that was the onslaught of being a mentor, a coach, and helping thousands across the nation to get started in real estate. So I thought I'd take it back a notch here today and let you guys know what I did to get started in real estate investing. Not just like the tactics, but the mental struggle that I went through in order to make the jump. Because I kid you not, a lot of this is mental. Anyone could look up, how to get started in real estate investing. There's so much information out there. And the sad part is it's super overwhelming. I know it was for me. It was overwhelming for me. There's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. How does it work for me? And I felt lost. I felt alone. And I felt that there's all these big gurus out there. They wanted, thousands of dollars. And here I was broke, right? I'm sitting here broke. I have a desire. I'm in an abusive relationship. And I needed to get out of it. Okay. So if you take it through to my very first deal, I was freaking out. Okay. I found some people that were working with me, mortgage brokers. They were doing deals over in Nampa, Idaho. And if it weren't for a mentor, I don't think I would have done it. I'm sure I'd be working at Home Depot somewhere right now. Like that's just, there's no way I would have gotten into it if I did not have mentors. So with that being said, how I got started in real estate investing, it was something I had never done before. And I'm one of those people, and let me know in the comments if this is you. I'm one of those people that if I can't see the end, it's really difficult for me to even start. I have trouble jumping into very murky water. Like, I don't know what's in there. What's the end result of jumping in that murky water? I'd like to see a little bit. And just a little bit is fine with me. I don't have to have crystal clear waters, though that's very beneficial. But even just a little bit, if I could see partially down to the waters, I'm okay. I was super stuck when I got started. And for those of you that don't know me, let me introduce myself real quick. I'm Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth. We have some new people coming in to the group here. So I just want to say welcome, first of all, as I dive into this. I'm the founder of Bottom Line Wealth. I've helped thousands across the nation to get started in real estate. Women that are looking to an alternative retirement plan so that they can retire when they desire and go follow their passions. Passions and spend more time with their family. So that is my main purpose. It was one of my purpose. That's not even proper English, but that was one of the purposes I've had was I wanted to spend time with my son, and it was just work. And so me deciding in this first deal and my son, like, granted, my son was older, finally me making a decision of real estate investing, but he was older and, like 10 years old. Like, what do you tell a 10-year-old? I'm just going to risk everything. And so he wasn't a baby. There was a lot he could do to take care of himself at 10. And so I just felt like it was time now or never. Like, I want don't want to miss out anymore on my son. I've had to put him in daycare. I had to put him into, different babysitters so that I can do a job to afford to live. And that's where a lot of people are at, and I get it. But I knew if I did not break the barrier, if I did not take that jump, it was going to continue to be that way for the rest of his life, for the rest of our lives together, under the age of 18, right? And probably even further if I can't get my crap together, or teach him to get his self together to get a decent paying job and be out on his own. It's tougher now than ever for people to get out on their own. Society is making it tough, and I get it. There's so many different things that are changing. So to me at that time, it was more important for me to jump in the deep end and figure out how to get started in real estate investing, because I could not see that life for us. I saw a different life, and I really, really wanted it. And so I jumped in the deep end. And by that meaning, I bought my first property out of state, practically sight unseen. So I had a mentor that walked me through it and was there at the property. I didn't see it till I was in escrow. Okay, I didn't see the property till I was in escrow. And 5 days before we closed, I flew out to Idaho to go look at the property. Nothing really to say. It was a house. It was in a new development, and I mean, everything was fine. And I come back and I go to sign the documents. It's in an industrial area, and I remembered it like it was yesterday. The stress of like, what am I doing, right? And walking 17 times around the building. It was in industrial area in a building that, there's not much around it. Signing these documents, these escrow documents, and that I'm going to pay this note per month and I owe this much and I am responsible. This is my very first investment property. I had only purchased one house before. Okay. So buying this property was a huge deal. And so understanding the escrow process, I just was nuts. If it weren't for a mentor, again, I don't think I would have closed. I don't think I would have closed on this property. And I thank God that my mentor was there for me, walked me through it, realized that I couldn't see the end, told me how the end could look once you sign the documents. This is what it looks like. You're okay, breathe. If I didn't have someone walking me through that, and this is what I do with my clients now, because I know I felt that way, and my clients get me 24/7 during escrow. They need to be able to vent and keep them safe, right? So, but I thought it was very important to me at the time to make that jump. And if I wasn't in a situation that I was in, I probably would not have. If I had a choice of, well, everyone has a choice. We all have choices. It's what we do with them, right? And my choice was to have this mediocre life or to have a life worth living for. And then I could bring my son up with ease. That was what I really, really wanted. And it was powerful for me to do that. And it changed my life forever. If it weren't for a mentor, if it weren't for jumping in the deep end, if it weren't for my son, if it weren't for me and my risk tolerance, some of us have no risk tolerance. I have a risk tolerance. It's not as much as some people, but I was willing to take the risk. And I jumped all the way in the deep end. Okay, I didn't tiptoe into it. I didn't, first get my toes wet and then my ankles wet and then my knees and then so on, right? No, I cannonballed in by buying a property out of state, practically sight unseen, my very first investment property. It was a huge deal. So why am I even telling you guys any of this? I'm saying this because I know oftentimes women come to me They have a vision of real estate, a vision of portfolio. They're heart-centered. They want to make a difference in the world, and they don't want to sacrifice time with their family. So I get that. That's my story too. I would never ask anyone to sacrifice time with their family, but I would definitely push you to that level of getting to your vision of the real estate portfolio so that you can retire when you desire. Okay, so that's what's important to me. And the people that, the women that come to me, they're looking for that answer, that confidence, that way to move forward. And I'm not suggesting to cannonball into it, but I am saying that there are some risks, there are some uncharted waters that you're going to have to face if you haven't done it before. There are some really disturbing moments in your life where you're just like, what the F am I doing? Okay, and I'm being as transparent as I can possibly be. Not everything is sunshine and roses and unicorns and whatever you want to call it. There are some very serious moments where I could easily lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it is because of my endurance. It's because of my risk tolerance of being able to jump in and handle and pivot immediately that I have not lost any money in real estate. Okay, I've not lost any money. Anyone else's, any private money lenders. I've done very well in real estate over the years. Okay, I've done very well in real estate over the years. And I, especially since 2008, I did lose everything in 2008. Everything crashed out and I couldn't even afford a bottle of water. Like I had no more income coming in, nothing. So I guess you could say I did lose money because of real estate, but my investments don't lose money. So what I'm trying to say here is this isn't for everybody. Real estate investing isn't for everybody. But if you're that person that has been Google tubing, right, and trying to find an answer, I want you to hear my story in that it wasn't easy. First of all, I needed a mentor. I bought single family, so out of state, sight unseen. And it was about when you have enough gumption to change your life, that's what you do. If you're not there, you won't change. Period. You just won't. If you're comfortable, you're fine. You won't change. You won't do what it takes to close on the real estate deal. Real estate takes effort. It takes work. Okay, it's calling people, it's negotiating, it's looking at properties, it's understanding repairs, it's all of those things that you hear about. The sad part is most people try and do it by themselves. I would never do it by myself. I couldn't. I've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars into different gurus out there. And this is another reason why I started doing what I'm doing, is because most of the time you get a bunch of videos or a DIY course that you sign up for. You don't even get the person that you're actually speaking to. And you get maybe 6 coaching sessions. I can't do that. I can't do that. My client's success is important to me because it's the success that I wanted when I first started. Okay, so my first property has changed my life forever. What you all need, and you think you're getting ready to get ready, right? Like if I just have this, if I could just see the end, even just a little bit, like I mentioned earlier, of what the end result would be. Experience is going to give you that. And you're like, but Joanna, how do I get an experience if I don't know the end and I'm stuck and I can't? I get it. which is why I do the 5-day challenge. Okay, which may be very well be the last one we have coming up here in October. So if you want an experience of going through, finding the deals, talking to the sellers, negotiating the deal, running the numbers, getting it in contract, really understanding, getting through the experience with someone in your corner by your side, you're going to want to do the 5-day challenge. It's an experience. It's not, here's module 1, here's module 2, now go do it on your own. It's not like that at all. This is a very like, okay, today, this is what you're going to do. Make a choice. And that's your homework. Okay. Day number 2, you're going to be making a choice. You get homework each day. You get an experience of running the numbers. You get an experience of negotiating, making offers. So I don't care what you want to do with your life. The only way you're going to get to where you want to go is through an experience. If you want to start running, you need to put some shoes on and get out there and experience, how does running feel to me, right? If you want to be a baker, you need to go figure out, okay, well, this was what flour feels like. And this is what, okay, I need measuring cups. And like the experience of doing something is way different than sitting on YouTube and going, oh, okay, that's how you do it. You go to do it and you have flattened bread, some of it didn't rise. You don't know how to repair your car, right? Like you messed that up. If you've never done it before, is what I'm saying. If you're a mechanic, you got this. What I'm saying, when you're trying to learn something new and you look on YouTube and you try to do it for yourself and there's nobody there to go, but if there's nobody there by your side, in your corner by your side, you could easily mess up. And the sad part, what I've heard out there, different forums that I go to, is people losing money, is people getting caught in something because they didn't know. Well, just like the IRS, they don't care if you don't know how to do your taxes. They expect you to pay your taxes, though. You not knowing is not an excuse. Same thing goes with something happens in real estate investing. You not knowing is not an excuse. So don't just twist your hair and go, oh, I didn't know that. You need to know that. And how do you? How, Joanna, I'm sure you're asking me, is through the experience with someone who has decades of experience through wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, money lending, all of that through apartments, through storage units, through single family, through creative real estate investing, subject to seller financing, combination of all of those things. I have done, excuse me for my language, I've done a shit ton. I've done millions in real estate and in multiple states. Okay. So what I'm saying is get someone that has some backing in what you want to do. If I want to learn how to bake bread, I'm going to go to an experienced baker to teach me how to bake the bread, how to make it, how to do the sourdough starter, right? I've actually tried to YouTube and do it. It really didn't come out well. I had Adam sitting on the counter. I named my starter Adam. It didn't come out very well. Okay, my bread didn't come. I couldn't figure out why. I was trying to create the experience. I had nobody there to say, oh, just tweak this thing. And so I quit making bread. I just quit. I obviously can't do it. Between the YouTube and the experience I tried to create, I can't do it. Same thing happens with a lot of people in real estate. They try and get a video, whether they paid for the video or they found it on YouTube, whatever it is, and they try and go do it themselves. And you're like, oh, it didn't quite come out exactly the same way as I saw it on the video. And the reason why is each experience is different. Each escrow is like a fingerprint. There's no two alike. So I'm giving you guys this because I want you guys to experience real estate. So we will have the 5-day challenge coming up here soon. And as soon as you see that, dive in, jump in, and make sure you clear your calendar to attend every single day, because it's an experience to the next step. You guys want step by step? You got it. And you got it through experience, not just me talking. It's a workshop. You're going to actually do work. Okay. So if that's you, go ahead and put challenge into the comments, and I'll make sure that Christine reaches out to you, and everyone from my team knows that you want to take action, and we will get you rocking and rolling. I hope this story was helpful for you guys to know where I started, how scared I was when I started, and the confidence I now have in the multiple areas of experience that I have. You can too. I don't come from a family that did this. I had to figure this out all on my own, decades of experience. Okay. I grabbed a mentor here for this. I grabbed a mentor here for that. I grabbed a mentor. Okay. So take advantage, put challenge in the comment, and I look forward to seeing you in the challenge. All right. I'll see you guys on the next training. Bye.